really have to know your kids. So at the beginning of the year, it's going to be you just kind of have to feel it out and know your kids.
Okay.
But towards the end of the year, you'll plan your lesson, whatever it's going to be, with the theme of, whatever you're doing. Like right now, we're doing zoo. So I try to incorporate as much zoo as possible.
Okay.
Of course, not everything can always incorporate with what you're doing.
Right.
So really just knowing the kids as far as differentiating instruction.
Okay. How much of the lesson plan is, I guess, like student directed? How much of a say do they really have in the lesson plan?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes. My classroom is, I would say, we're very much hands-on, like
Okay.
learning through play.
Okay.
So when we're down at the carpet, having a whole group activity, then we might be doing something at the Promethean board. The kids are interacting with me. I might be reading a book. Kids are interacting. We might be doing a song. Kids are interacting. But other than that, where it's centers playing, so they're, or I'm with a small group.
Okay. How do you include the community and the parents in your classroom?
Parents are free to come anytime they want. We have their pictures up on the door so that the kids can always see them. I have my website that's up all the time that's got, we communicate through their folders with a calendar, just as much or as little as the parents want. As far as the community, try to just keep a website updated and depending on it, like if we needed something from the community or we're going out into the community. Like soon we'll be going out to the Walker County Fair.
Oh, okay.
So every pre-K in the surrounding area will be going, so there'll be like thousands of 4-year-olds out there.
Oh, wow. Whoa, that's going to get crazy.
Yeah, because we take all 400 of ours.
Oh, really?
And then like every daycare school, New
Oh,
Waverly,
my gosh.
Trinity, I mean, it's a big deal.
Oh, I can only imagine. How much parent participation do you actually have?
It depends. It depends every year. This year, I have more parent support in sending stuff. If I need stuff for the classroom or need snacks, or I ask a parent to specifically come on this day, they will come. Prior years, I have parents that will come and help as anytime they can, but may not be able to provide things.
Okay.
So it just really all depends on the year and the students and their parents.
Okay. Oh, that's good. How does your school incorporate active learning? So I guess the play question, I suppose. You kind of hinted on it, but I guess what is play to you guys?
Play. Like learning through play. Centers were very meaningful play.
Okay.
So just because they're in the home center playing dress up or playing whatever, well, I just took our flower shop down that we had for February, doesn't mean that they're not learning. They're learning social skills, they're learning language, they're learning lots of different things. So it's all about exposure here for us.
Okay. My second to last question. What does student development mean to you?
Student development? I guess student development is basically how they're developing all year long. Like for some kids that have very, very specific social needs and maybe very high in academics, the most important thing for us is social and emotional.
Okay.
If I have a kid that cannot behave, that is having crazy outbursts and or anger or anything like that, I'm not going to say, well, you don't know your ABCs. You need to sit down and you need to learn your ABCs. I'm going to work every day for that kid to be socially, emotionally ready to go to kindergarten. The academics won't come if the social and emotional is not there.
Okay.
So developing, it's all on the student's time, on their, every student's going to be different.
Okay. And then the big question, do you think, I guess, what you learned in college prepared you enough for the classroom, or is it exactly like the books?
I went through the education department at SAM.
Okay.
So I definitely think that I would say about 85% of it,
85%.
which is I would say relatively high, because
Yeah.
there are, some things that you can never be prepared for.
Right.
You can never be prepared, especially for pre-K. You can never be prepared for the kid that comes to you that says, "My dad pulled a gun on my mom last night."
no.
You can never be prepared
Yeah.
to be nurse, mom, dad, teacher,
Right.
caregiver,
Right.
friend, all that at the same time. So that you kind of have to just learn on your own.
Okay.
But as far as like yes, I definitely think that it was being out in the field, getting so much field experience helped.
Oh, good. Okay, and that's all I have.